Estamos en vivo y en directo. Welcome, guys. Thank you, everybody. And thank you to my beautiful wife, who is tonight. She looks beautiful.
Do I?
Oh, yeah. You're not wearing pajamas tonight.
I know. I didn't have time to change my pajamas.
We both did it. But hey, guys, welcome to our second podcast.
It's the third one.
Oh yeah, third one. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah. Hello.
Welcome, guys, to our third podcast with my beautiful wife, and this is your space call. Let's talk, Amor. How are you, baby?
I'm good.
How was your day?
It was a good day.
Good day.
I'm tired, but it was good.
It was good, right? All the kids are put to sleep, and it's actually time to get going with this subject. I'm excited about this one.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight we have a special subject, a topic that we're gonna be talking about today, and it's something that has been in our mind for quite a while, and we wanted to talk about is your soulmate. You know, like tu media naranja. Your ¿qué otra palabra podemos decir? Tu mero mero. Tu picayelo.
No, don't say that. No, because not everybody has to be your piquillo. Don't do that.
No sé, nada más es tu pareja, ¿verdad? Bueno,
Sí.
tu media naranja, tu pareja, tu fruta completa, whatever it's in your mind, you know.
The apple my pie, algo así también se dice.
The special one. ¿The apple what?
The apple to my pie or something like that.
A ver, digan en los comentarios. Somebody
Algo
comment.
así. I don't know.
Other ways to say your soulmate, your special one, your lovely. Tu, ¿cómo se dice? Tu pareja, tu novio, tu amante, tu
amigo.
Partner in crime,
Mm-hmm.
all of
Amiga.
that. And we want to talk about, like, is your soulmate somebody that you find? Like, does your soulmate comes like how you want it to be already, or is it somebody that you're building little by little? So I actually would like you to start. Like, what do you think? Like,
what do I think?
because, like, look, let's think in mind that when I met you,
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
you already knew what you wanted.
Yeah.
So that's why I want you to start with that. Like, go ahead.
So to start what I wanted?
Yeah, like, because, I mean, I remember you told me, like...
Oh,
I mean,
answer the question first.
After your previous, you know... I remember you told me, like, very clearly that you already knew the kind or the type of man that you wanted to be your husband. So,
Okay. So to answer the question is like, no, I don't think you can find everything from the moment you met the person.
okay.
So I think you're more building it together as you go.
Mm-hmm.
And the person has to be willing, not change, but, like, madurar.
Okay.
A cierto punto de que you're both comfortable en la relación. So, como a ti, when I pray to God que yo quiero un hombre así, yo siempre le dije, and it wasn't selfish, no, don't get me wrong, que yo quería un hombre, okay, let's start con el físico. A mí no me gustan los flaquitos, no me gustan los chaparros, and, así como...
I qualify automatically.
Yeah, y like así, no morenos, but like, un poquito más blanquitos.
Pues yo estoy bueno.
Let's say, los looks, that's all that matter. I didn't like nobody short or skinny, porque así no me gusta. Y luego, así como la persona que sea,
Mm-hmm.
me gustaba que no tuviera vicios. Like, de
No
ninguno.
drugs, no alcohol.
Nada. Porque pues venía de una relación un poquito medio mal, ¿no? Un poquito. Bueno, ya get me. So siempre dije, yo no quiero volver a estar con alguien que tenga un vicio. Porque no, simplemente no. No fue los mejores momentos que pasé. ni que tuviera vicios, mucho menos de drogas.
Ujú.
Es más difícil de dejarlo.
Cero vicios, nada.
Cero vicios. Y una en específica que everybody trip about it.
Why?
Que no tuviera niños.
Oh, okay.
Aunque yo ya tuviera uno.
Yeah, because when I met you, you were a
Yeah.
single mom.
Yeah. Y todos me dicen, ¿pero por qué? O sea, eso es... Tú tienes un hijo. ¿Por qué tú no quieres salir con hijos?
They would tell you like you were like una payasa or
Sí,
something.
sí. Y no es que no quisiera al niño, no. You know, si la mamá no viviera, I would be, oh, no, pues está bien. Pero la mayoría de las veces es alguien que están los papás separados, ¿no?
¿No? Ujú.
Mi cuestión era, es que mira, yo ya soy mamá soltera y yo estoy viendo todo el drama. De que de la esposa, del esposo, que no lo va a recoger, que sí lo va a recoger, de que ahora sí te ayuda, después no te ayuda. Son muchas cosas. Y dije, yo no quiero otro drama más que el que yo estoy viviendo.
Ujú.
Porque en ese tiempo sí, no nos...
Oops.
¿Lo quieres bajar?
No. Is it
Loco.
going?
No, allá son. En ese momento yo no me llevaba bien con el papá. Estábamos batallando, ¿no? No éramos muy buenos, ¿cómo se dice?
Co-parent.
Eso. Por eso yo siempre decía, no, God, if you're gonna send me somebody, please, I just pray you, no kids. And look at you.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned that, but I remember when I first started to getting to know you. I sit down with your mom, and one of the first questions that she asked me, well, no, actually, no. The first question she asked me, she was like, "¿Dónde eres? Where are you from?"
Oh,
And I
sí,
was
'cause
like,
no me
Mexico
creían.
City. And then they were like, otro chilango. Yeah, that's what she said. But she said that when she thought that I was like, when I said I'm from Mexico City, she was expecting me to be like a short, dark,
Yeah.
you know, like, no.
Because they asked me before you met them. ¿De dónde es? I'm like,
Chilango.
yeah.
And chilango, guys, for those of you who don't know, chilango means like you are from Mexico City. It's a very common word that we use when we say that we're from Mexico City. Hey, Julie's saying my favorite couple.
Hi.
And Jessica was saying if we freeze, but she said we're good now. Okay, good.
Okay.
So that was like the first question that she said. You know, she was like, "Where are you from?" But then she's like, "Tiene hijos? You have kids?"
I don't know what.
And I was like, "No, nothing." She's like, "Nothing?" I was like, "Nope." And I remember she looked at you like, "Órale." But I didn't know what was going on. You know, like I was just like, okay.
Yeah,
Like,
siempre pensaban que estaba loca yo.
damn.
I'm like, no, yo no estoy loca. I know what I want. Anyways, y no es porque, volviendo a la pregunta, pero no de un principio fuiste la persona, like, let's say my soulmate, ¿no? Yes, you know it is true.
I was an asshole.
I know. But I'm like, the thing is like you were willing to change. You know, lo malo que. Anyways.
It takes a lot.
It takes.
Because like one of the things that we were sharing the other day is when you want to date somebody, like in this case, especially the ladies, us guys, como que estamos en la pendeja. Like we're still like, you know, like messing around. Even if we're like close to God, you're not like in that close. Especially when you're first starting, you're not in like that close relationship with God. So we're still kind of like, ¿cómo se dice? Like avientas la red. You know, like when you're
Para ver
fishing,
qué cacha.
when you're fishing, you basically just throw the net to see what you can catch, right? So you will do little like indirectas or little things like that to como que pues vamos a ver si pega. You know, like when I shared that time that I asked you if you wanted to be just friends with benefits. You know, like that was like a dumb net, una pinche fishing net.
¿Y qué tal si te hubiera dicho que sí?
I don't know what things. I probably wouldn't even take you that serious. That was one thing. Like, but anyways, so, but one thing I know about like a good Christian lady, like a good Christian girl, is that I've noticed that they know what they want. Like when you meet a girl that is Christian and that is like in a good relationship with God.
Y no tiene que ser religiosa, porque religiosa is something else.
No. I mean, like,
Generally Christian.
you know, like the relationship that you would tell me about, like, because she would tell me like she's not in a relation, she's in this like relationship with God, and she was like very faithful to her tithes, to everything, and I could just see how blessed she was. But when I met her, I noticed that like she already knew what she wanted. You know, like, um, it was hard for me to kind of be like make you my way. You know, like
No.
you were setting your ways to her like at this moment, like at this
Till
even
this
though
day.
until this day, even though we've been married for 10 years, well, about to be 10 years in November. I feel like it's, and don't take me wrong, guys, like I'm not afraid of Yami,
No.
but it's that kind of like reaction that I get. Like, it's like I don't want to mess up what we got going on, like our marriage, our family, because I know that if the moment I mess up, with no doubt, you would just get up and walk away. Because I see you as that strong woman that you're capable of making it on your own. You know that you don't need no man, you know, in your life.
If back then was 2 jobs, this time it's gonna be 3.
¿Te imaginas?
No, just play.
No, and you, I mean, you were working, and it just, and it was those part of the moments like, and I've shared it before, you know, like me growing up in high school and things like that. I never really dated girls my age. Menos younger than me. You know, like menos. I was like a big no.
It was just 1 year, but
Huh?
no más es un año.
Well, no, but still, you know, like you're a year younger than me, but I would still not do it like before. And a lot of the ladies that I dated, it was like older, like 3-4 years
Pero
older than me.
imagínate que te hubieras quedado con una así older. Ahorita tú tienes 30.
Pues imagínate when
La
I
otra
was
tuviera
19.
40.
When I was
No.
19, I was dating a 32-year-old.
So it's more than 10
So like
years.
imagine me dating a 19-year-old right now.
No. You married to a 40-something-year-old. That's like, no.
And there's nothing wrong with numbers, guys. You know, just so
No,
that,
but it's like, no.
so that, but it was like the only reason why I dated somebody older is because they were more mature. But when I met Yami, I was like, damn, she's a year younger, and she's got her own truck. She's hustling. She's working. She's doing all this on her own. Having her 2-year-old, almost 3-year-old at that time. Well dressed, well fed. You know, like a complete independent woman that you knew that she did not needed a man in her life. I was like, I like that. Like, honestly, I was like, ooh, I like that. So, but yeah. Okay, let's get back to the question. So, why do you think that what you said, like you made me, I wasn't like the man, or that the, because we've been through a lot of things
Yeah.
together.
You want me to share everything?
Yeah, call me out. You know, like one of the things that, and people that follow me, they already know that I'm always.
I asked him before we did the podcast, you want me to say everything? He's like, yeah, it's okay. I want to be real.
Yeah, like, well, you know, look, guys, one of the things that I've always said, and I've shared recently too, people want to follow somebody that is real, not somebody that pretends to have everything in place. You know, like we have a perfect marriage, a perfect story, you know, like a perfect
we don't.
love story that we met each other, we fell in love, and you know, even the birds landed on our shoulders, and like that's BS. A bullshit, dijo el niño. So go ahead.
So I don't believe. I mean, you can find certain things to kind of find your soulmate, but let's say you can find maybe 70%. You have to build your 30%.
Where was I?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because I was an asshole.
At the beginning, you were like backwards. 30%, I had to build the 70%. I don't know. Algo así. But es que no es
Where
que
am I now?
No, baby.
Okay.
Es que antes, ¿cómo te diré? No es que fueras mala persona, no. como que te dejaban mucho influenciar por tus disque amigos. Which ahorita ya ninguno es tu amigo. O ninguna es tu amigo.
No.
Bueno.
I remember the time that one day, like, one of my friends that used to talk to me a lot, and she would be like, Julito, pícate el culito, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you got mad. You were like, that's not a friend. And little by little, like, Yami basically started, like, pointing out some of the things that I kept seeing to where, like, supposedly, you know, those friends that you grew up with. And you made me kind of, like, see it. And some people might say, like, ay, sí, vieja payasa, may you not be with your friends. But the things that she kept telling me, it was like, damn, it's true. You know, like
un amigo no te va a hacer burla, you know. She's gonna, like, try to feel you better.
And that's
te
some of the things.
Burla maybe once or twice, but no siempre. It's like, that's not a friend.
It's como, the other day I was sharing that. It's like, we have to be careful with those friends that belittle you, like, by joking.
Mm-hmm.
Because they actually mean every word that they're saying. You know, like when they make fun of you.
Yeah.
Like they belittle you. Like, oh, like, ay, si te crees mucho, la gran riata. You know, like all this, like you think you're all that. Although they're your friends, they're kind of like joking. But a lot of the times they don't. Yeah, like a lot of the times they actually mean those type of words. So, but yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like, no, eso no. Or like, cuando, let's say, you needed something, nobody was there. I'm not saying money or anything like that, but hey, ¿cómo te encuentras? ¿Cómo estás? You know, they never did that. So that was like, no,
how you really doing? You know, like, that's true.
That's why. But anyways, so on the other hand, back into the question. That's what I think. Like, you gonna allow us the way you go into a relationship, vas a mejorar. Y yo siempre he dicho, tu pareja te tiene que mejorar tu versión de ti. Si no lo ha hecho, ahí no es. Like, en todos los sentidos.
And why do I sometimes feel like maybe you have influenced my life so much into becoming the person I am today, right? Because, I mean, going back to the question, like if I answer in my own place, is like, using me as an example, I would honestly say that I wouldn't be the person that I am today if it wasn't because of you. Because when I met you, I made this whole change in my life that, although, you know, you guys might see me, you know, sharing the word of God, praying for businesses, edifying, how to say edificar in English? I think that's one word that I haven't been able to find an actual translation, like edificar. If somebody, one of my Hispanic friends, don't know that word in English, but meaning like show respect, you know, to your spouse. Back then, like before that, I was an asshole. Yeah. Like if we go to the time when we first started dating,
even the first
months,
or no, our marriage.
Oh, like even married, yeah, that's true. Look, guys, like there was even a time when literally the wedding was about to be canceled.
You remember that?
Yeah, man. How can I remember? You know, forget about that.
And if you're out there,
it's like
the lady.
No, hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Y lo se llamaba igual que tú.
Ay, para variar, ¿tú crees?
Anyways.
Una letra nomás le faltaba, creo.
There was a time when Yami and I almost don't get married. Because I was a dumbass. And I was... hold on. I was a dumbass because I was accepting those messages.
It's not like you were asking for
but
it.
I wasn't doing none of that, right? Mm-hmm. So one day, me and Yami, when we were dating, she had a job, she had a truck, but she was spending too much gas with her truck. So just me trying to be a nice boyfriend, I said, hey, why don't we just exchange vehicles?
Because you were closer.
You know, you can use my car, go drive it to your job, whatever. and I'll use your truck because I mean my job was closer. So we did that, and one day we went out, and I forgot my phone in the
In the
car,
car.
and I went to sleep, but I was tired because I remember like it was just like
Yeah.
I didn't even need my phone. Um, I went home. I went to my room. I went straight to sleep, and Yami, I don't know what happened like downstairs, but I just remember seeing her going up on my room, slamming the door open, and then you threw the phone.
And I didn't mean to throw it there.
No, pero me cayó en los huevos.
But don't say that.
um, she threw the phone and she's like, "The wedding's off." And I was like, "What the hell is going on?" Then I opened the phone, and this lady, older lady, like actually, because I was 21,
Yeah.
no 22,
22.
and I don't remember how old she was, but she was married, a elder lady, and she was
I'm
like
pretty
sending
sure
me,
like almost hitting 40.
yeah, and she was like sending me pictures of her, her breasts and all that, and it
Not
was like,
completely naked, but you too like.
no, and I wasn't. If you saw the conversation,
No,
I
I
was
did,
asking.
but I was like, "What he has like? Hey,
Yeah, why not put a stop to it?
yeah,
And yeah, I mean, I basically, uh, I repent, and I was like, man, I'm
no,
about to
no."
lose this beautiful woman as my wife for some dumb lady.
And it was like, ya cuando me lo dijiste era como más porque era como un multinivel, ¿no?
It was kind of funny the way that she was trying to seduce me into her business.
Yeah, something like
Because at
that.
that time when Yami met me, at that time, I thought she was calling him out, Stephanie, but I think she's just tagging him. Sorry, Stephanie. I was like, yo, don't do that.
What's different?
Stephanie from the ballroom.
Oh, I
Este,
thought that's
I thought she was calling, no, because she tagged you, but I was like, oh, don't call him out. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. At that time, I remember, like, I was so into those type of businesses, like the network marketing industry. And I actually did pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when Yami met me, I remember I was, like, doing good. And I still get some people that remembers me from that world. That still kind of wants me to get back into that. But her way of seducing me into trying to join her business, it was through that. And I was just like, well, that's crazy.
Anyway, that was one.
¿Cómo dice la canción de Mike Jones?
¿Por cuál?
Ah, no, esa no va con ese, never mind. La que terminamos escuchando de Back Then.
Ay, sí, síguele.
No, más bien ahora es al revés.
Ahora sí te quieres, ¿no?
No, antes sí me querían, ahora ya no. Pero porque ya no dejo.
Pues.
But it's part of like growing as a marriage. And we weren't even married in that time. But it opened up my eyes to where like, yo, like I messed up.
And then the other time también I don't want to say name, como la pintora.
Oh yeah, there was a time when I had a drywall business, and I've talked about my drywall business before. And there was a time where we had an employee who it was a girl, and see, like I always tend to be nice to people, right?
In general.
In general, like I never flirt with anybody. I'm genuinely nice when I talk to anybody, whether it's a man or a female. But there was a time when this employee of ours, she was a great painter. I give her credits on that because she was a really good painter. She was actually one of the best ones that we had in that time because we had like 5 or 6 employees, and she kind of got the idea wrong because I would give her a ride to the job sites and all this, and she ended up wanting to like all of a sudden like she was like falling in love with me or something like that.
Catching feelings or whatever.
Catching feelings.
But I told you. No, yeah, but before that was like, baby, yeah, like I think you need to stop being, like the way you are con ella. You're like, no, it's okay. She's nice. No sé qué tanto. I'm like, baby, hazme caso. Okay. Y mira.
Always listen to your wife. That's one thing I've always said, guys. Like, always listen to your wife. Because you have like that sixth sentido, like que...
Yeah, because...
Hazme el ojo from
yo la empecé a notar porque como que... De primera como que, ay, me vestía como quisiera, ¿no? Y de repente era muy apretada y con la faja y no sé qué tan. I'm like, lady, you're going to the job. You're not going anywhere
Who
else.
you trying to pull?
Pero sí.
So, like this is one of the things, and of course, unfortunately, guys, she's calling me out on all my low
But
thoughts.
yeah, well,
But
you can tell anything about me.
no. But it's part of being real,
Yeah.
and also like we're made of the flesh, and yes, there's temptations. There, all of that is gonna come in, but as even says in the Bible, God will always provide a way out of temptation.
It's like you have to choose.
So when I hear somebody talking about like fue un accidente, or like they cheated on you because it was an accident, like
You failed and then
this is what I picture when somebody say fue un
Another
accidente,
accidente.
right? Like I feel como que you're walking down the street, se te atravesó una piedra,
Y te caíste.
you fell on the rock,
Te quedaste arriba de
on
él o
the
de
way
ella.
down, she fell down, your wee came out, it's all of a sudden it's inside the lady.
No.
To me, that's like cheating by accident. I think we all make a choice, and before we make those choices is when we start like seeing those little red flags here and there that little by little will pues caes en tentación whether you like it or not. So unfortunately, in the early years of our marriage, those were the little things that I was being nice. I wouldn't really detect it in that way.
Oh, the little hearts on the pictures. I'm like, why are you doing this? No, but I'm just trying to be supportive. I'm like, yeah, you can be supportive, but no, like,
Supporting her nalgas.
but little stuff. But at the same time, you had to be willing to change for a better way.
Yeah, that's actually when I started taking more seriously, like being in a godly relationship. Because look, guys, when I got all right, like let me tell my side
Yeah.
of the story, right?
Go
'Cause
ahead.
me thinking I wasn't there.
No, just play. No, obviously. Go ahead.
I wasn't like, I mean, you guys already heard, Yami, I wasn't this perfect guy or anything like that. And I would never consider myself somebody perfect. Still, like I'm still of the flesh and everything. And one thing that I've noticed is that because I've had recently the girl that was talking on the phone, and she was like, I wish I could find somebody like you. I recently, not too long ago, I had somebody
Pero
that
sí, qué diferente you took action.
yeah. No, like I had somebody that, she wants to be good friends and everything, cool, but I had to put a stop into what I was noticing. Too friendly, too much of these, too much of that. It was like, all right. And in the conversation, he came to like she wished she could find somebody like me, right? But this is where my spouse, my partner, come in, and I can say, I wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't because of you. Why? Because you show you have like a posture of yourself to where like yo soy así, te respetas, te das a respetar, right? You value yourself in that way to where like you make me wanna like not mess up and make the change, because there's a lot of like machismo, a lot of things going on in our lives when we growing up, and even our moms, like it's kind of weird,
like for our girls.
yeah, no, like, but it's kind of weird, like I don't know if it makes sense, but our moms teach our sisters que no te dejes, no seas pendeja, don't let this guy make you this, don't let this guy make you that. But then they tell
You,
us,
man.
no, mijo, tú eres el hombre de la casa, you're the man of the house, you shouldn't let her treat you like that, she should do this, she should do that. So it's kind of like contradictory to listen to those type of advice,
for us
right?
también.
Yeah, and then the same thing happens to you guys, no? It's like, so when it comes to that, you have to either like completely break apart of all the things that everybody's telling you.
Y tú tienes que hacer tu relación como sea mejor para ti,
Yeah.
para tu pareja.
Because believe me, guys, like not, some people find love in different ways. Find happiness in different ways.
Yeah.
Like I remember I was dating a girl that she hated going to the movies. And there was time that even though she was my girlfriend, I
Going
I
alone?
would go to the movies by myself because she was like, "Oh, puras cosas de viejitos te gustan," or shit like that. I don't remember exactly what she said, but then when I found Yummy, I'm not gonna lie, guys, but we would go to the movies like I think like every weekend,
Ya, cuando salió una película nueva.
every
O
new
hasta
movie.
las que habíamos visto se iban a salir $1.
Yeah, we would either go have date movies to at the dollar movies.
Uh-huh.
Did you know it closed down?
Yeah, I know. Sadly.
Um,
They can't afford it no more.
and we will be making fun of. I remember even my suegra one day she was like, "I don't lo hicieron en las movies,"
Yeah, stop.
and I was like,
Not
"No,
true.
suegra, fue estreno de apartamento."
You always get her like that.
I know she hates me for that, but anyways, like it just makes sense. Like you wouldn't be the person that you are today if it wasn't for your spouse. Because
Y yo también, you know. Hay
Pues sí.
cosas que yo...
Because I mean, literally, we grew up with two completely different scenarios. You were the youngest one out of 4.
Mhm.
I was the oldest one out of 3. So your brothers experienced similar things what I experienced,
Mhm.
right? But you didn't experience not even like close to that. There was a time, guys, and that's when I kind of like started to realize that when you have to kind of like learn more about your spouse to kind of like, oh damn, it's like things aren't always gonna be our way. And that's one of the things that I noticed is like when you really wanna like change for that person,
Mhm.
because you do have to change. There's things that eso como like every time I hear somebody que dice
Es que yo soy así.
es que yo soy así, that's how I am. It's the cheapest excuse that you can ever use to not make a change of yourself. Because if you really, really love that person, your partner, your spouse, you will make that change.
En las longas que sea para bien, you know, like.
Yeah, like, o sea,
En todos los sentidos.
porque también hay cambios a cambios. I mean, unfortunately, there's people that will make some of the dumbest decisions, and we've seen it because of their partner. And
Por eso siempre hay que hacer un cambio para bien. Y si no, ahí no es. Pero mucha gente no wanna let go a esa persona.
yeah. Like I always bring God into a conversation, right?
Mhm.
But let's say, poniendo a Dios fuera de este contexto.
Sí.
See, you know what's good and what's bad for you.
Mhm.
So if that relationship's pulling you away into making the right choices, then that's not the right. Now, in this case, putting back God into our conversation, if that person is pulling you away from God, like donde like, nah, ya no vas al servicio, ya no vas a la iglesia, you're not going to church anymore. You start drinking, you start doing this,
Bad
you start doing
habits.
that, like all those bad habits that you've been away from. That's not it. And it's not about like not being happy or not wanting to be happy. It's just that you have to kind of like have that boundary of yourself. Like, no, like that doesn't makes me happy. If that makes you happy, well, I'm sorry, but that doesn't makes me happy. Like, and you know what kind of things. Or en este caso, a ver, what are some of the things that makes me happy, but that you do it anyways?
That que a mí me hacen feliz,
Mm-hmm.
pero a ti no.
No, que a mí me hacen feliz, pero que a ti no. Que tú digas, a mí la neta no me gusta eso, but I do it because he likes it. Creo que no, ¿verdad?
No, not really. Maybe trying food, pero I'll still be like, no quiero, baby. Like new food. Or,
You only did it once.
and I'm like, no quiero.
Because she don't like seafood, guys. Like,
I
if you
don't.
ever take us out to eat somewhere or invite us to eat, not take us out because I don't want people paying for our food, but you know what I meant.
No me
She
gusta.
don't like seafood. And Stephanie also found out too when she was trying to buy us
sí.
ceviche.
And I still tried and I'm like, okay, voy a tratarlo para que digan que soy una payasa, pero no me gusta.
But and she only did that once. we were still dating, ¿verdad?
Mm-hmm.
And we went to this lady's house and she made like esta sopa. She's from Honduras. And I don't know, but ya Honduras people make like the best caldo de mariscos. No me acuerdo cómo se le
No, es
llama.
como caldo de mar. No es mariscos.
No sé, pero que la yuca y que un resto de cosas. It was so good.
Pulpo, pescado, no sé qué tanto.
Every time I would eat that, it was like one of those times where like you eat it and you're like literally, like you just go to sleep right after you eat it. And I told Yami, I was like, hey, come on, try it. And she was like, no. And it's like, si me quieres, ¿cómo te lo dije?
Si me amas, te lo vas a comer. Haz un platito chiquito, pero hazlo.
And she did it.
And I did it, pero oh my God. It wasn't that bad. It's just, soy como mala textura que no.
Y el sabor también, ¿no? Porque él también como que...
lo pasaba más, pero yo soy más de la textura del... No.
Del camarón, del pescado.
Del pulpo, del pescado. It's like, no me gusta.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's why I don't make a lot of those foodies videos with mariscos. Because I tend to always make sure that like wherever we go, like at least she's happy.
Yeah, because one day we did it in the Fish City Grill.
Yeah, and people were making fun of you.
And they were making fun of me because I ordered mac and cheese.
We have a video that we went to a restaurant. ¿Cómo se llama?
It's good. Fish City Grill.
Fish City Grill. And it's pretty good. But she ordered mac and cheese, guys. Mac and cheese.
Because they don't have anything else. Everything has like...
I should no, pues ahí tengo el video. Te voy a poner en el tren ese de que there's always that one weird person in the family.
I know. I'm sorry. But no. Ya no haces cosas que a mí like, que no me gusten.
Y luego, there were times también como like, for example, one day we were living in Oklahoma. And we had Yoba as our stepson, or
my baby,
your baby, our baby. Because I mean, at the end of the day, I try to keep that respect porque su papá, you know.
So,
pero
ahí está todo su papá siempre.
Pero también es mi hijo. And he was over there with us, and he went to the restroom. And I was like, Yami, come here, come look at this, come what your son did. And so this is what I was looking at. I saw a bunch of paper that he used to wipe his butt, and just left it in the garbage, right? But the poop was on like showing
upside down.
I wasn't tripping about the poop showing. I mean, it's a trash can for used toilet paper, right? So I'm like, come look at this. So then she goes and looks at Yobas, and she's like, Yobas, next time make sure that the paper is facing down. And then I look at her like, no, that's not what I meant. Then she's like, then what do you mean? Like, that's a lot of paper.
And then she was like,
and she was like, well, like, yeah, exactly the same piece that you just did. And I was like, no, that's just too much. But like, listen to me. I grew up being the oldest, and I went through like the hardest times. Like, and I guess we can talk about that in another night, because I mean we're kind of going over the minutes, but and then she grew up as the youngest. So if you notice, like the type of need or struggles, it wasn't in the same. Although we're kind of the same age, 31, 32.
Yeah, but I was.
Our scenarios were completely different,
Mm-hmm.
But then I had to learn. I was like, okay, I have to remember that I married the youngest one, so she didn't went through those type of struggles, and then kind of show her. But now I don't see it like that. Look, does it bother me? Maybe, but now I don't make a big deal about it, because then it's like, okay, like just buy more. Yeah, chingale más y ya. Like,
es lo que siempre te he dicho, like, it's okay, babe, It is no que me valga, no, pero si son cosas así, like, it's okay,
Como dice la señora del TikTok, there was a lady that was saying, like, do you like that towel to always be up?
Ándale, ajá. No, does it bother you that the towel is on the bed, like, after you shower?
Or on the floor.
Or on the floor.
Yeah, and you go out and make this big deal about...
Like, la mujer al hombre.
Yeah, about the towel being on the floor. But she was saying, like, if it really bothers you, then just pick it up. Right? And don't make a big deal about it.
Va a ser lo mismo.
And at the end of the day, guys, it's like I'm gonna tell you, this is one of the things that I've seen my marriage have like work with Yami, because I feel like we have a beautiful marriage. But one thing I noticed is like, and I've said it to a few people, like ese como consejo. But as you're building your relationship, as you're building your spouse to be the la media naranja, your soulmate, make sure that you are also learning from that person, because your soulmate, la pareja que va a estar contigo de tu vida, will basically be like la iguana que se va a acomodar en el, ¿cómo te diré? Like, you chose to be happy or to be right.
Ajá.
¿Verdad? And I've always decided, y no es que sea mandilón, que sea acá, no.
No,
But there's times, y también ella, like, there's times donde también ella is like, you just breathe and you say, do I want to be happy?
Do I want to be right?
Or do I want to be right? And that's what basically has make it work for us too. We're like, what we have going on now. And of course, putting God first and all that. But we have built each other up to be the person that we are today. Because I tell her, it's like, look, if you would have called me that day and say, you know what, it's over, and would have never came back, like, I tell her, it's like, I would probably would have turned out to be like a drunk. I would probably have a bunch of baby mamas here and there.
Imagínate.
Or I could probably be dead.
Yo sería la solterona.
Yeah. Well.
Sí.
Yeah, porque dices que no.
No.
So, yes. To answer the question of the subject, I think you build your soulmate.
You can find some things that you like, because of course tienes que ser atractiva para, tener una relación con la persona.
And that's not even like hablando de las finanzas.
Oh, no.
That's like another subject completely. With today, like literally, we're just talking about like el amor, la personalidad,
el físico.
Ponle que ni el físico, ¿verdad?
No,
pero
sí, porque pues tú dices que a ti no te gustaban
flacotas y todo.
Ajá. O like muy morenitas. Which I'm not tan blanca, ¿verdad? Pero
yeah.
Like, no que muy extravagante el físico, no. It's just like the basics. Pero yeah, that was her thing. Hey, ¿vas a decir la idea que te dije?
Dice Yuri, manda un mensaje también. I think it'll take communication, partnership, and their person out like the hidden man of the house. It never going to work, especially if a woman realizes that she's been blind for a while and wake up and say that this is enough. It takes two to make it work.
Yeah. I mean, it can work maybe at the beginning. Si estás en una relación así. But then you're gonna open your eyes y vas a decir, ay, no. Yo no quiero estar aquí. If you... Como las señoras de antes que se quedaban nomás por quedarse.
Like, sí tenemos que llegar a un punto en el que digas, like, no. This isn't working out. And there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people kind of hold it nomás por el que dirán.
Yeah.
And that's true.
O porque they're scared to be alone for a while.
And that's another thing. But I guess that can be like another thing que podemos hablar. Porque eso de que like no quieres dejar a la pareja que porque tienes miedo de estar solo.
No.
Or it's stupid. Because we've seen like some of the worst scenarios de arriba. No. De frente.
I was like, oh, se me cayó.
No. We've seen some of the worst scenarios to where like people just stay en sus relaciones que por el que dirán, que
y
porque
hacer
la familia.
Cosas que no manches.
Ay, no, que mi familia qué va a pensar si me dejo, que voy a ser la solterona de la familia. You know, like,
no, o hacer cosas con la pareja que no manches porque estás haciendo eso. Like, no.
Pendejas. We'll talk about that later too.
I know. But are you gonna say that I was telling you or no?
Yes. Thank you.
Wrap it up.
Guys, to wrap it up, I wanted to kind of like invite you guys. And I'm going to open up, actually, no, in the comments, ¿verdad?
Sí, in the comments. Or send it, or I don't know.
Leave it on the comments. I'm going to like, after this, we're going to go back and read everybody's comments. También vi a Rubén que dijo confession time. When we were talking.
Oh, like, between us, órale.
No. Like, ahorita que estamos hablando.
Okay.
Like, this is a confession time. Pero we're going to start listening to what the things that you guys want to hear in this podcast. Okay? It's like we don't want to make it about us. Although it's our podcast. I mean, I
Yeah,
enjoy this time talking to
involve
her.
people.
Pero quiero que lo hagamos interactuado entre todos, where everybody can pitch in and comment the things that we should talk about on the next podcast. Okay? Don't forget, we also have the stories. So,
No, también la
so
historia.
if you guys want to submit a story, you can be anonymous and be like, oh, you know, like, esto me pasó en mi relación. This is what happened in my
Or
relationship.
mi vida. No
Or-
has to be a relationship.
Well, yeah, it doesn't have to be a relationship, but we would like it to be more of a relationship.
Pues sí, pero ¿qué tal si es alguien que le pasó algo y just wanna...
Be single.
No. Like... ¿Cómo se
Express-
dicen? Porque dicen que entre más lo hablas es mejor.
También.
But anyways.
Pero no, tampoco se convierta como to feel pity or none of that. It's like
No.
como para darte un consejo o darle un consejo a alguien. Esto me pasó and this is what I was, advise people to do this. So, if you guys want to put in a request on what we should talk about on the next podcast, comment. Like just leave your comment, and we'll on Thursdays
Yeah, Thursday.
we're gonna make a video. It's not gonna be a live. It's just gonna be a quick video where we're gonna write all the subjects or los títulos de what you guys want us to
Ya
talk
si nos
about.
llegan mucho, no manches.
No, pues qué padre. O sea,
I like
we
them.
can keep them y se van saliendo. You
Oh,
know?
yeah.
Pero
That's it.
what Yami wants to do, she wants to make it interactive to where like dejas el comentario on the things that you want us to talk about on the next podcast. And on Thursday, we are gonna do a video and publish it on Let's Talk Mi Amor. And we're gonna take it out of a jar and just that's gonna be the subject for the next podcast. So Mondays are gonna be the podcast. Thursday of this week, we're gonna be selecting a random comment from the comments that you guys leave below, so that we can talk about it on the next one. Okay? So es igual. Y si lo quieren hacer en español, también lo hacemos en español.
Yeah.
¿Verdad? Like
Los dos.
dejen el comentario de qué les gustaría que habláramos el próximo podcast. Y órale, del próximo podcast es lo que vamos a hablar. Y el jueves lo vamos a hacer un video donde Yami y yo agarramos el papelito y órale, ¿verdad? So,
No vamos a decir nombres, ¿ok?
no, y si quieren, no, así que
si
es
quieren, pero
opcional.
si no, es like...
Pues como quieran, los comentarios pueden ver.
Oh, pues sí, ¿verdad?
Mira, de que mira, fulanita
Vaya,
tal
es que
quiere que
tengo
hablaran de esa.
sueño.
Quiere aventar indirectas.
No.
Pero bueno, hey guys, thank you so much again for another hour of your time. Damn, we did 47 minutes again.
We're trying to do 30
We're
minutes.
trying to do 30 minutes, guys, but I guess we need to learn that. So, okay, so bear with us. If you think this is too long, I'm sorry.
We're still learning.
We're still in the learning progress, but we actually want you guys to be part of this growing adventure, what we got going on this podcast, and I think this is going to unite a lot of people. And we're gonna keep going, and hopefully we can plan, for the followers, the faithful followers that are starting to get to be there. Me gustaría como hacer como algo así como un cookout, ¿cómo se llama? Un outing.
Oh, okay. No, meet and greet, ¿no? Algo
Meet
así.
and greet, como para, like, pues platicar entre parejas, amigos, solteros, solteras, lo que sea, like, people que les gusta esto que estamos haciendo. So, thank you guys. Dice, me dio gusto saludarte hoy, Dios los siga bendiciendo. La que nos encontramos en Walmart hoy. Está
Oh,
Betty-
Lily.
Lily.
Oh, hi, Lily.
Es que en Facebook está como Betty Luna,
Oh, okay.
pero
But
tú
we
la
know it's
conoces
Lily.
como Lily.
Yeah.
Ya la descubrieron su identidad.
Oh, sorry, Lily. Estabas tratando de esconderte de provider.
Pero bueno. All right, guys. Muchas gracias. Thank you. And I'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye-bye.